Cluedo, how to play. The object of the game is to be the first player to figure out who committed the crime, with what weapon, and in what location. Lay out the board. Place all the character tokens and weapons in the center of the board, even if there are less than 6 players playing. Each player picks a colored token to use. Shuffle the red bonus cards and place them face down near the board. Separate the black character, weapon, and room cards and shuffle each deck separately, pulling out one random card from each and placing it inside the envelope without anyone seeing. Place the envelope by the board. Shuffle the remaining character, weapon, and room cards together, then deal out all those cards to all the players. If the cards don't deal evenly, then place the remainder face up next to the board. Players look at their own cards, but keep them hidden from others. Give each player one note sheet and a pencil. Players are allowed and encouraged to mark off corresponding characters, weapons, and rooms for the cards they have and cards that are revealed to them, as well as any other notes they want as the game progresses. Pick a player to go first, then play proceeds clockwise. On your turn, roll the dice, then move your character token that many spaces orthogonally on the board. You may not move diagonally. You may enter a room on your turn, but you do not have to roll the exact number. You may stop moving on a red question mark if you want. If you land on a red question mark, then you may, if you want, draw a bonus card and do what it says. Some cards play immediately, while others are kept to be played later. Once played, discard it to a discard pile. If you start your turn already in a room, then you may choose not to move, or if that room has a secret passage or adjoining room, you can travel to the indicated room instead of rolling. Player pieces may not share spaces in the corridor. You are not allowed to pass through a room to another room, or as a shortcut, in a single turn because whenever you enter a room, you must make a suggestion. If you start your turn in a room, you may make a suggestion if you want. To make a suggestion, you must suggest who did it with what in the room you are in. For example, you could say, "I suggest green with the rope in the garage." Now, move the character token and weapon to that room. Then, the player to your left must secretly show you one card from their hand that matches any one of the 3 items in your suggestion, if they have one. If they do, then after revealing it, your turn ends and no more cards are revealed. If they don't, then the next player clockwise from them must reveal a card if they can. If they don't, continue around the players until one player shows you a card. If no player shows you a card by the time it gets back to you, then you do nothing and your turn ends. A maximum of 1 card can be shown for any suggestion. You are allowed to make 1 accusation per game. You must move back to the middle of the board to accuse. State the character, weapon, and location you are accusing to the group, then secretly look into the envelope. If you are correct, reveal the cards and the game ends and you win. If you are incorrect, then you lose. Put the cards back without revealing them, and the game continues. You aren't eliminated, since you must still reveal cards from your hand when asked, but all your future turns are skipped. If everyone accuses incorrectly, then the game ends and everyone loses.